A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there to my channel, the Twin Flame Union. And this is part 2 of the channeling session. Divine Masculine credits his meeting with Divine Feminine for his progress. And this is, as I said, part 2. Welcome back to it, those of you coming back for the part 2. Now, before I start the part 2, I have been seeing a lot of comments about people writing about false twins, about karmics, about their divine masculine, about the twin flame. And because I started seeing them in last many channelings, I would read a lot about people being confused. So I want to clarify this here in this channeling, that false twins, twin flames, karmics, soulmates, they are all going to be a part of the journey. Also soul contracts, also dark night of the soul. These are all going to be part of the journey. But you have to understand that the divine feminine in many cases is ahead of the divine masculine. Divine feminine in many cases is ahead of the divine masculine. And in some cases, the divine masculine is ahead of the divine feminine. You may think that how can the matrix twin be ahead of the spiritual twin? Let me tell you, both people are in their own ways getting awakened. Someone is getting awakened in some department before the other person. And that doesn't mean that they don't know as much as you know. I have seen in many online applications, I've seen on YouTube, I have seen on Quora, I have seen in many places where people say that the spiritual twin is the one who's awakened one and the matrix twin is the one who's sleeping. That's not entirely true. It may look like that, but that's not entirely true. As I said, in some departments, the other one has awakened before, and in some departments, this one has. And that's why the divine feminines mostly meet the false twins before. They meet them before they meet the divine masculine, the real twin. And the divine masculines meet the false twins towards the end of their separation, or just before they realize that it's the divine feminine who is the real one. That is how the journey is planned. Now, it is also possible that you meet your twin flame. The first person that you fall in love with is actually your twin flame. You met them in childhood, you met them in school days, you dated them, you fell in love with them, but you got separated and you even could get married to someone else, and the marriage ends, and then you come back to your twin flame like a full circle. Even that is possible. But as I keep saying, that though the core feelings are the same, but the situations, the layers which are outside, the situations can be different. And why shouldn't they be different? Everyone should have their own individual experience. Many people have told me that they got married to their false twin. It was a very abusive relationship. Now, one way that you can understand the false twin relationship is that one very solid way is that the false twins always have sexual relationships. The relationship could be very intense, it could be long term, it could have all the signs of the twin flame relationship, but it will be sexual in nature. The main base of the relationship would be sex. So that's the reason why I'm trying to, help you out with this type of information. The difference between karmic and false twin is very clear, but you need to be in those dynamics to understand it. Now, those of you who have not been in those dynamics, what can I say? There are certain characters that are part of this twin flame ascension journey. If you haven't met someone yet and you're confused, then it would be better you get a personal reading. It's always better to get a personal reading when you're confused, because you cannot just go by reading other people's comments, or maybe you're going to many different channels and maybe you're listening to many different things. So it can be confusing, but a personal reading can literally help you out a lot. Now, in this channeling session, as I had said, that the Divine Masculine was the masculine collective had shared certain statements, and when I wrote them down, I could see that there is a mirroring of the Divine Feminine's source integration. Because it's simply impossible for the Divine Masculine to feel those things until and unless the Divine Feminine has revived or reawakened or reunited with her goddess self, and the goddess self is connected to the source. So he says one more thing very clearly, that though this relationship, when it started, I was very attracted to your physical appearance or your beauty, but from the body, this love has transmutated to soul. Now I feel that it is the soul that I am connected to, because I understand that, you could turn old one day, or time never stays the same. You may look this way today, you may not look this way tomorrow, or, anything like changes might happen. But, he's basically become so mature that he understands that mind always plays tricks on you. And mind always creates these illusions and delusions which make people feel that whatever they're doing on planet Earth is the thing. So he is saying that my love is no longer depending on beauty, on body, on all of these things. My love is completely dependent on your and my mind soul connection. Now, I also want to talk about something very genuine, something very important that has been crossing my my mind and my heart, that there are some of the channelings that I'm also receiving for the newbies in this journey, but I want to make a separate YouTube channel for that, because I don't want to mix up all of this information together, and also because I understand that twin flames in general is a deep concept any which way, and the final stages of twin flame are even deeper. So deep, I mean, cannot even measure the deepness of this journey. And someone had asked me a very interesting question few days back, and that question needs to be addressed separately. The question was, what is the difference between a harmonious union and a permanent union? The goal is obviously permanent union, but the harmonious union happens after the final stages of twin flame journey is complete. But after the final stages are complete and you get into a harmonious union, it does not mean the journey is over. That's why I found that question to be very, very intelligent. I don't remember who asked it, but someone had asked it. So, and another reason is that I feel very strongly that even though some people who have not even for some other people, like from their perspective, they have not started the twin flame journey yet, because they have not met the divine masculine, or because they're still in the false twin, or they are still doing this or still doing that. I don't agree to that, because I am connected to those people also who are very young right now. They could be 18, 19, 20, in the early 20s or in the late teens, but they have a very aware soul, and they are really very mature souls for their age. I mean, I don't want to compare my own life with them, but if I go back into those days when I was 15, 16, 17 years old or 18 years old, I would say that I was also very deep. But maybe I did not get the right guidance, or maybe even though I got the guidance, but maybe my journey was planned in such a way, or it was predestined in such a way that the twin had to come a little later because there were other things that had to be done. But in some cases, the twin journey is planned beforehand. So I am receiving channelings, and it has been happening from last 2-3 days even more. I did receive channelings before also, but I ignored them, and I was actually confused if I should even do it or not. But lately I've been receiving very very deep, very meaningful channelings, and I think that those need to be relayed because they will also take you back in time. Those of you who are in final stages, they will take you back in time when you had not met your twin, or you had just recently met your twin, and you were in the awakening stages of feeling the deep love. And you can be very grateful for that fact, because you have to actually be in state of gratitude. Only then you can easily cross the hurdles that are faced in the surrender stage, or in the even in the radiance, or even in harmonization. Why? Because a lot of people, I won't say we as in the community, of course, lot of people, when they are in the runner chaser dynamic, or they're in the surrender stage, they get very angry about the journey, they get very pissed off, they get very like harrowed, or they feel like this is not done, I don't want to do this. So that's the time when you should listen to those people's channelings who have just met their twin, or who have just started this whole journey, and how happy they are feeling, how elated they feel, how grateful they are. In fact, today I received a channeling where the divine masculine was wishing, and he was praying, and he was really hoping to be with that one true love of his life. Like he had met someone recently, and he felt that she's the one. And then in one case, he was praying to God, that in a very happy way, not like in a way like he's cribbing and crying, but he's very happy. And on the other side, she is very happy. She has just stepped out of a false twin relationship, or she has just ended a very toxic relationship, and she is feeling very light. And I will definitely do that channeling, but I would also be making a separate channel so that I cover up all the topics of this journey, which could be pertaining to even those people who could be curious about this journey, or who want to know more, who have just gotten into this journey, or even those people who could be in advanced soulmate relationships, because their journey is also very, 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 very similar to twin flame journey. So that's how the ascension journey is. But let me tell you that this is also true, that twin flames are a part of the same soul. That can be true, but the infrastructure, or the theme could be different. There are many different categories in that also. So now what's the scenario? And I'm just seeing 7-7. That's the number for master souls actually, and I just said all these things. So it is very, 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 very possible that even those fresh newbies, people who have just started the journey, they could be very deep. They could have a shorter journey also, because maybe they had some really traumatic experiences in the childhood, or ever since they were children, they were just doing this, nothing else. So their preparation is maybe 17-18 years of only doing this, only being curious about the source integration, or true love, or things like that. And maybe they even had mystical experiences at very young age, so they're forced to believe or understand that there's something beyond than what they are seeing in their school or college or things they do. Some of these people are in hermit mode since a very young age. They have understood sexuality really well. So there are many such things that even people in final stages have forgotten. They've lost touch with it, and they can definitely learn from it. So I would be sharing that with you very soon. Now, what is the masculine saying? Let's get to that. The masculines, sometimes the masculines, I feel they're getting so much attention. Now, the masculine is realizing that she may not be, or she wasn't the one who was very flashy, who was very, like, she was very simple and she was doing her thing, and she was the one who actually made him feel the way he feels now back then too. So he is comparing his own self, like how we compare, how I was 5 years back, or 6 years back, or 7 years back. So he's comparing himself with that version of himself, which we can call the doppelganger version. He's comparing all the immaturities, and he's also comparing one more thing, that he's thinking that if I wasn't so immature back then, or if only I would have understood that she wasn't being fake or annoying or mean to me or whatever, bitch to me, he's thinking that things would have been so different. And there is a vision also here where the divine masculine is probably under some intoxication. He's probably, it looks more like alcohol, and he's with a girl who's a very beautiful girl, very attractive girl, and she also finds him to be very handsome and attractive, and but he's looking so heartbroken, like it's on his face. You know how some people are heartbroken, not to make fun of them, but you can just look at them and you know that they just had a heartbreak. And his heartbreak is very obvious, his pain is very obvious, but the girl seems to be in a very happy mood. She meets him and she's like, wow, a handsome guy or a cute guy or whatever. Particularly his hairstyle, she really likes the hairstyle. And his whole face, he's a good looking, very nice face, chiseled face, tall and lean kind of guy, little bit dusky. So she's saying that, like, why is he so boring and he's so sad and he's so like depressed and all that. So she's so chirpy, that girl, she's so happy and chirpy because she's sort of hitting on him, or she sort of she thinks that, why is such a handsome guy sitting in one corner and brooding? He should just get up and just chill with me because I'm so cute and I'm so attractive and this and that. So she is just smiling and being happy because that's how she's feeling. And this divine masculine who's completely sulking and missing his divine feminine, and he's not able to understand that after such a long separation, after not seeing her for so many days, why is he feeling like this? Why is he feeling so bad? I mean, it's almost like he feels that they broke up just yesterday, which is so strange for him to even digest. So he shouts at that girl and he says in a very rude way. It's not that she's trying to be sexual. Let me clarify, guys, if some of you are thinking all that. She's not being sexual. She's just thinking that he's date worthy, he's attractive and they should spend some time together. But he tells her on her face, have you ever gone through a heartbreak? Have you ever broken up with someone you love? Have you ever? Do you have any compassion? Do you have any heart? Do you have any sympathy or empathy or, any emotion? He just goes on blasting her. Like, do you understand how it feels when someone goes through heartbreak? You don't. You're just too happy in front of me and I don't understand what to say. I am missing her way too much. She left me and surprise, surprise, it was he who ran away. But in the fight, he's saying this. So sometimes, what you feel deep in your heart comes out when you're really upset. Like, she left me, she's not with me, she broke up with me or whatever. And I am literally missing her and I need some time to only miss her and cry for her. Can you please give me that? I don't want to see her happy, chirpy face right now because I want to cry for her and you're not letting me do that. So this is a very funny vision actually. So he says that and the girl is very put off by his behavior, and he doesn't seem to care at all. You might think that he would care and he would go and talk to her. No, he does not. Because he sees that his divine feminine is the most beautiful person on this planet. She is like, an artist's dream come true. She's like the muse. He's completely crazy about her. He's totally in love with her. When she's standing next to him, he feels like the real man. He feels so complete. He's very proud of her. you know like uh, like how some DJs are very proud of hanging out with a very beautiful girlfriend in a party where they are already the center of attention. But it's like when they have a hot girlfriend or a very very attractive girlfriend, how they feel, they're even more elated because everyone is looking at them. Something like that. I don't know how this DJ thing came up, but could be possible that some of your divine masculine could be into music, or maybe a DJ. I don't know. So so this is where this channeling ends, and I will see you soon in another one. And most probably I would be sharing the link of the new channeling, which would be covering all areas of the twin flame journey, not just the final stages. So one love and peace out.